found out about it? That's the question. All right, we got 7 minutes till stocks open. Yeah, look at this. So now you're going to see what I'm talking about. As this is pinning the bottom of this wedge here, I'm watching to see if it breaks and then comes right back into the wedge. Very rarely do we see it just break the wedge and fall or break the wedge and rise. Diagonal trend lines like this, guys, are the least reliable forms of trend lines that you can draw by far. So that's why I don't make trading decisions off of them. But when I see them, I still draw them and I'm aware of what they mean. You know what I mean? You really, I think it starts, guys, like, to me, it just starts with accepting that you're not going to get great trades every day. No matter what system you're trading, no matter how smart you are, it's impossible, in my opinion and in my experience, it's impossible to find high probability entries every single day. So once you understand that, and then you say to yourself, well, what does that mean for me? It means that some days I'm going to come to the desk and not place a trade. Some days I'm going to come to the desk and I'm going to see something like today on GBP/AUD that could be a trade, and I'm still going to work through my checklist. And if it doesn't fit, I'm not taking that trade. There'll be days, like I said, where there's no high probability trades, but there are low probability trades. And those low probability trades can lead to you taking losses that are going to hurt your yearly P&L more than you realize in that moment of that day. I was saying this to one of the guys I was with over the weekend. I was explaining to him how most of the people that I coach, whether it's in our Black Shirt Club, which is right now over 90 applicants, we're definitely going to fill this thing up. We had 4 calls already and 3 people of the 4 signed up. So we're going to fill up the 15 people, no problem. But my point is like when I'm coaching people, I find that often, not everybody, but often I do not have to teach them how to win more trades. I have to teach them and coach them how to remove losing trades from their overall P&L. And one of the big things that that works for me and I push onto people is come to the desk with a checklist behind your system. If you cannot find a great trade that fits the system, turn away. Just turn away. Don't force trades by staying at the desk and waiting for something to happen. Don't stay longer than your trading hours. And don't say to yourself, well, there's no A or B setups, like great setups today, so I'm going to take this C setup. Even if you size down and take it appropriately, if it is a low probability trade and you lose it, those are little paper cuts that can add up over the course of the year, and they'll change your P&L. You'll go from finishing the year up 15%. Instead of that, you'll finish up, 9%, which is still great. You're still profitable. But to me, when we're trying to optimize, one thing we can all do to be better is remove losers. So on days like today, where it's a little bit choppier, it's a little bit harder to find those trades, why sit here and force the trade? It's a lot easier to enjoy the freedom that trading gives us and not lose money, keep the money in the account, come back tomorrow. And then if you find 2 great trades tomorrow, you slam them both, you make your money in a day, maybe you don't even trade the rest of the week. Maybe you don't trade on Friday. You take the week off and you enjoy. So I think it's really important to just stay zoomed out because we can come to the desk. If you don't meditate, you don't do anything to prep your mind, you can come to the desk and just get sucked in. You get sucked into the market and it ends up making you do things that you shouldn't be doing, but we still do it. So in order to do that, it's the acceptance of the idea that there will not be great trades every day. And when you really internalize that and accept that, then it gets a lot easier to go not trade and to deal with the no trade days because you're more than likely going to find a good trade within the next 2 or 3 days. And that's what we're waiting for, rather than let me take a quick loss here and lose money and then have to dig out when that good trade comes back around.